When you look at the new crop of leaders, are these the people that can let the NPP scale that hurdle in 2024, taking into, considering the economic situation, going to the IMF, and everything else that is happening? Do you feel the party has the capacity on the back of the people they've elected to scale that hurdle?
They face a Herculean task, especially as you mentioned, we've settled in this tradition of 8 years for every political party, right? And we recycle or we change the trajectory every 8 years. And so I know the main thing for the NPP now is the slogan of breaking the 8 to see if they can actually do that. But they are also going into 2024 against the backdrop of very challenging times, a very challenging economy, a very challenging perception of who they are and what their government has been able or unable to deliver. I mean, if you look at the first public dissemination of the Afrobarometer results, round 9, that was done by CDD Ghana last week, you do see that the political landscape is really challenging and tough for them as they think of 2024 and breaking the 8. But at the same time, 2 years is a really long time in politics. Sometimes even 1 day is a really long time in politics. And so I think they face a very difficult political terrain, but they've elected leaders that I think sometimes injecting new blood, fresh faces, does help with dealing with some of those challenges. I don't know too much of Mr. Stephen Ntim, who's been elected chairman, but I did follow the general secretary race very closely because a friend of mine who was on Mr. JFK's team was, so I regularly followed all her statuses and things like that as she said about the campaign. And I think one of the things that I picked on was that he seems to be someone who is extremely good at organizing at the very basic level, right? He reminds me of former President Obama, where it's like you win the voter one person at a time, one constituency at a time, one polling station at a time. And it looks like he really traveled far and wide, met the delegates where they are, and seemed to have that organizing capacity.